Have you ever heard of Thomas the Tank Engine? If you have been around a little kids between the ages of 2 and around 7 or so, I'm sure you have. Son adored Thomas so much that he could name every single train. He knew what color they were and the number they had painted on them. I was glad when I heard that he was coming to visit me over the summer, but I had a ton of work to do, so I bought him a Thomas DVD. The cover looks innocent enough. What was also interesting was that Thomas was smiling and the wooden children were waving their arms out of the window and his coaches. The DVD was called Thomas and the Children. He was so excited to see that DVD. Right off the bat, he pleaded with me to pop it into the DVD player. I went to work while he just watched it. After a few hours, he came into my office looking as pale as a sheet. Daddy? He spoke. His voice seemed weak. Are you okay? I asked, touching his head. I noticed that his temperature had gone up.
Why did Thomas kill the children?
My heart sank like a stone, but I soon brushed it off. I'm sure Thomas didn't kill the children. I reassured him. Now, you need your rest and some medicine. I gently pushed him towards his room. Come on now. After putting him to bed, I got curious as what he had seen. I popped in the DVD and began to watch the episode play. It seemed normal enough. The episode began as Thomas was told to take a group of children to the seaside by the instructions of Sir Topham Hatt, aka the Fat Controller. I noticed something odd though. There was no narrator in this episode. The rest of the episode then showed Thomas picking up the wooden little children and showed every single one of them climb on board. Then there was a scene with him zooming down the rails like he always did, and the kids were cheering, but then there was trouble, as they said in the show. Bertie the bus was stuck in the railway tracks. This is when the episode got strange. Bertie stared at Thomas in fear, but the little blue engine just smiled and sped up. What was even disheartening is that he started laughing. The kids were crying now, and little tears can be seen coming down from their wooden faces. Thomas crashed into Bertie, causing pieces of them to lie everywhere. Usually by now, the narrator would say, and luckily no one was hurt, but there was no recurrence for the kids. The episode then showed the carnage inside the coaches. The wooden limbs were broken off. What looked like actual blood has been splattered everywhere. Heads have been ripped out of the little bodies of the little dolls. And the worst yet, the children had tears still painted on their faces. What the fuck is this? Everything went to static. After that, I felt myself boiling over with anger. What sick fuck would create something that messed up for little kids? When I paused the static, messages started to appear on the screen. Oh my fucking god. Disturbing messages like, kill, obey, multiply, and day. I watched the static for over an hour and noticed 30 different types of messages. I threw the accursed thing in the trash after breaking it in half. I would not expose my child to any more of that trash. Oh my fucking god. Before going to bed myself, I checked him. He was happily asleep and snoring, clutching his teddy. I had a nightmare from this, one from where the children came into my room, but they were lifelike and as tall as a normal person. Their twisted forms grabbed my limbs and pulled me apart. Well, I heard that blasted train laughing. Now I have woken up, covered in blood, the knife in the hand, and I'm too afraid to go check in my son's room. Why? What the fuck did I read? Oh my god, yeah, but in all seriousness, fuck the story.